Hello guys, this is Chocolate Factory Room from tryhackme, and let's get started with another walkthrough video. So we again have an IP address and we have some questions related to it. So related to it, and let's start with nmap scan and nmap and the IP address. So nmap scan is running right now. So firstly, let's see what will be the results from the nmap scan, and then we'll move accordingly. So our nmap scan, this is just a basic nmap scan, nothing else, and it's scanning. Okay, so this is the result, and it has shown I guess 11 ports open, and it has one FTP port, one SSH port. As you can see, port 80 HTTP is open, so I can go and I can browse the web, and as you can see I'm able to access this web page. And now since FTP is open, and whenever I find an FTP page, I always do an nmap basic default script scan on port 21. So this is actually to check for anonymous login, and if it is allowed, it will obviously show me an anonymous FTP login allowed, as you can see over here. What does this mean is that now if I'll try to connect FTP and this IP, so in the same IP, if I do FTP connection, and for the name I put anonymous, and for the password I put anonymous as well, I'll be able to log in successfully, and I can run commands, as you can see. So firstly, as you can see, there is a gumroom.jpg. So let me get this file and let me check what hidden data is there or something is there in that or not. So LCD is local current directory, so I don't want to like spoil my home directory, so I'm going to my music directory. And the reason I'm going to the music directory is because it's quite empty. That's quite nice. So now I'm in music directory. I change it from LCD. Now I'm going to get this value from get this picture. So get gum underscore room dot jpg, and as you can see, transfer has completed, and I indeed see a picture over here. So open with image viewer, and this is the picture. Okay, now what I have done the FTP part. Now let me check, let me see what can I do with this picture. So there are different ways of using steganography in an image. So there could be exif tool, so I can check for exif tool. As you can see, there is nothing much over here. I can use steghide, I can use binwalk. So right now I'm using steghide and I'm trying to check. So, and the name of the file, and enter the passphrase. I don't know the passphrase, I'm just pressing enter, and it was quite a luck that the passphrase are really empty, and I indeed got a hidden secret message in form of this thing. I don't know what this is, but we all have a hint as it says B64. It means base 64 most probably. So I'm just going to CyberChef right now, and I'm going to paste all of that content which I copied. Now I'm going to convert this from base 64, and I'm going to just pick it up and paste it here, and I can even type it like this, from base 64. And as you can see, after the base 64 scan, I see this thing looks like a password file, like how passwords are stored in Linux systems. This is how it looks like. So out of this is Charlie, and this is his password till this colon, but the password is not thus directly stored. The password was first hashed with SHA-5 and 2. I can say it's SHA-5 and 2 because of this $6 sign. So let me copy this, let me copy all of this Charlie part. Okay, and let me go to this b64.txt and let me change it with this thing. Okay, so we have this thing, the username Charlie, and the password is this thing, but we need to crack it first. So let's start with the cracking process. So to crack the password, I am going to call John. So firstly we need sudo John. So sudo John the Ripper, the name of the file, which is b64, yeah, and the word list, so dash word list is equal to usr share word list rocky.txt. And keep this in mind, is do not give a space between word list and this thing. And what will this do is that it will firstly pick up a word from the rocky word list, it will convert it into SHA-512, and it will check whether this thing matches or not, all of this hash. If it matches, it will give me the result. So let me start doing the cracking process, and after typing in the right password you can see the answers. So in my thing it's not showing, but in your computer it will show that it has successfully cracked this SHA-512 password. The reason it's not showing in mine is because I've already done this in the past. So to see this I need to do --show, and as you can see clearly I can see the password. So Charlie is a username, this CN7824 is actually the password, which is corresponding to this bad hash, this really long hash, not this one, this hash till this colon. So all of this hash belonged to this little word, which is CN7824. So this was their website. As we know, the username is Charlie and the password as well. Now I'll try and log in. As you can see, this thing says something like a command over here, and let me see ls. Yep, it works. Who am I? Yep, it works. So I guess this is just a basic command line, like you can just type in anything and you will get the result. So why not make a reversal out of it? So let me go to reversal pen test monkey, so I can go over here. So I always go over there, so today I'll just go somewhere new. So today I'll go to, where should I go? Reversal pen test monkey. Okay, let me go over here. Let me see how this. Over here I'll try and find, you can use any of the reversal. The one which I like is, and which is my favorite, is the netcat one. So let me find netcat. Over here it is, and I'm going to use this one. So this is the reversal line which we are looking for. So this reversal line, out of this you need to change this part to your own IP address. Alright, so let me check what is my IP address. Sudo ifconfig do and after I type in my, like this is my IP, and now I'll type in my IP over here, and that's done. So let me replace this old IP. Okay, now everything is done. My reversal is ready, and this, not reversal, the line which I'm going to use to get the reverse connection is ready, and let me put it over here. Now the very second I press execute, I'll get a connection, but there should be something to listen to that connection. So netcat-lvnp1234, this is what I'm going to use to listen to any connection which is thrown. So when I execute this, you can see there would be a connection unless there is something which I've done wrong. Okay, everything's working. Just a second, did I copy the wrong? Okay, let me just change this and check if it's working again. Rather than that, I will type in my IP, just 10.9.24.142. So 10.9.24.182, and I'll copy all of this, Control C, and again in this command place I'll go and I'll put it here. Okay, I get it. I guess it was the port which was missing. The port is 1234. I'm listening on 1234 port, and over here the port shown over here is 4242. That's what I did not get the connection. Now when I execute it, oh my god, what's wrong? I really think it should have worked. Let me go to pentest monkey. I really think this is the same thing which I'm typing, but still I'm listening again and I'm putting in the same thing again. Just a second, guys. 10, 9, 24, 142. Control A, Control C. And really I want it to work this time. Execute. And I absolutely don't see any connection back. Did I just spoil it or something? Okay, I get it. It's not working because... Okay, finally it has worked. Yep, finally we are in. I don't know what happened. I guess this thing happens a lot, or maybe sometimes, but that's okay. We are in finally. As you can see, ID I am www.data, and there are lots of things over here. One of the things which I see is key ref key. So let me see what that is. Key ref key, and it contains some data in it which I am not able to read as of right now. So let me use strings on that key ref key to see is there anything important or something. So this is, so firstly I started with ls, and out of all of these I saw a key ref key. So when I saw key ref key, I just did a strings command to check if there is something important, and I see one line which is quite readable by me, which is congratulations, you have found the key, and this is the key. Okay, so let me see if it really is the key, because our first question is enter the key you found. Yep, that is indeed the key. So let me save it in this place just for saving purposes. Now next question is what is Charlie's password, which was cn. We cracked it, right? cn7824, I guess. Yep, that's right. And change user to Charlie, so that should be easy. Switch user Charlie, cd/home ls cd Charlie, switch user must be run from a terminal. Okay, so to beat Charlie I cannot do that, but as you can see I see two things over here. One is this teleport and one is teleport.pub, which is pub, which like public key. So let me cat this teleport right now, and yep, it was indeed a private key. So this key is like other than password, people are using this key to connect via SSH. So if there is a public key over here and I have the private key, then I can connect. So let me again go to music directory and let me make a new file, maybe like id key, and over here I will paste in this thing which was the private key. So now I have the private key. So I just need to connect via SSH, so SSH-I and the key and the name of the user @ of course the IP address, which is here. What is this? Oh my god. Okay, let me do this again. SSH-I, the key, Charlie @ copied the IP and the IP. And if I'll say yes, it will not connect because it will say that the key is ignored because of the bad permissions. So I need to change the permission, and I know why this is happening is because when I'll do ls-la, you can see this key is accessible even by, rather than the main person, even by the others and the group. So like even by the people in the group and the others. So that's not how the key should be. So chmod 700 to this key. What will happen right now is that this key is only accessible to the owner, no one else in the group, no one else others, no one can read it. So now the same command will work, and this time even though the format might be invalid, but still the key will be accepted. And as you can see, I am in ID, who am I am, in both cases I am Charlie. Who am I? Charlie. See? So let me like close this connection of the reverse shell, since we have a good connection of SSH. Okay, so let me go to home. Let me check cd charlie ls, and I can cat this user.txt, and that is the answer for this one, user.txt. And we have successfully changed user to Charlie. We have also done this user flag. Now we need the root flag. Okay, so for root flag we need to look for something which will make us root. So let me guess if there is some hint somewhere. So let me check the sudo's file, so sudo -l, and as you can see, yep, I see something. This sudo's file is like will allow you to run some commands as sudo. So now whenever you find any value within this, you can just go to GTF opens and you can check for this thing, because as it says that I am allowed to run this vi command as root without any password. So let me check, and as you can see, vi sudo, and for me, if as it says, if the binary is allowed to run as super user by sudo, then I can do the privilege escalation thing by running this thing. So I will run this and I'll press enter, and right now who am I? See ID, as you can see in ID and who am I am the root. Now I can just go to the root directory and I can just cat out this root.py and I'll get the answer. But there's one more twist in this, that I actually need to run this root.py because this is a Python file. Alright, and it will ask me for a key. So the answer for the key is this one. Yep, you just enter this value, and the very second you enter this value, will get the root flag. So I hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.